Hi everybody, I'm Catherine Elizabeth from CatBeth Art. Welcome to my art channel. This is where my creativity flows, and I'm so happy to have you here today. In today's episode, I'm really excited to show you a brand new color palette that I've developed. And so let's take you down to the studio and see how it all turned out. And here I am pouring my pillow paint onto my 12 by 16 canvas. And I begin my layering. I just love the lemon sorbet. When I swirl it, I see streaks of blue. Just gorgeous. And as I lay down my cell activator, I am using the technique that I found to be most useful in my last episode. That is pouring dots of black and swirling the white on top. We'll see how that turns out in this painting. And here I begin my blowout. And my spin. I'm noticing this black cell activator streak in the middle. Not really sure what that's all about, but I am liking the soft colors that are forming as I spin the paint. Here I am working on trying to move some of the paint off the canvas. I made a streak with my hands. Some paint was on my gloves and I streaked across. So I'm just trying to tilt that off. And stay tuned for the dried result. So here's the dried result of that painting. I was really pleased with the color blending, the amount of white space, the softness of the colors. I like the blues and the greens. Not a lot of gold is showing up on this painting. That's okay. What I was really wondering about was this little black streak here and how I could have avoided that in future. That's cell activator, of course. And yeah, I'm not really sure. It might have been something to do with the way I blew it out. I'm not really sure. But it is a journey of learning, isn't it? So what I wanted to do with the next painting was to see a little bit more presence of all the colors, I suppose. So what I did differently was not only to vary the sequence of the colors, but also the amount of the colors that I laid down. So yeah, let's get down to the studio and see how that one all turned out. And here I am with my take 2. This is the same size canvas and I'm pouring on my pillow paint. And I begin my layering. I'm layering a little bit differently this time. I'm going to try to get a little bit more color onto this painting. So when I laid down my paint, I did put more paint down than I did with the last one. The cell activator, I'm laying it on just the same. And here I am beginning my blowout. I'm really liking the amount of gold that's showing up in this one. I don't think I saw a whole lot of gold in the last painting. And I begin my spin. And as I'm spinning, I've noticed that the container that I have my canvas in is really too small for the size of the canvas. I did misjudge that, so you'll notice that I am struggling a little bit with my spins. I'm really enjoying the colors that are being displayed here. just doing a little bit of tilt to work on the composition. And stay tuned for the dried result. So here's the dried result of that painting. I'm very happy with it. I really love the amount of color that's showing, and I love the colors that are showing too. I love the movement of the colors. I love the presence of gold in this that I didn't see a whole lot of in the last time. I also don't have that black streak in there somewhere. The black, from where I can gather, is kind of dispersed out amongst these waves. So I'm pretty happy with that. I really like also the white here. Whether it's pillow paint, whether it's cell activator, I'm not really sure, but I do like it popping through the colors. To me, that's very pleasing, and it adds a bit of interest to the painting as well. I prefer this orientation. However, when I tried this orientation, I kind of like that one too. Kind of like something is coming up this way. Yeah. What do you think about this one? Or this one? Yeah, I think my two favorites are this one and this one. And more I'm going to like this orientation. So thank you so much for joining me in today's journey into this new color palette. For next time, I may use the same color palette. I may introduce another pop of color. I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I come down to it. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please do feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. It costs nothing to you, and I really appreciate it. It helps my channel to grow. And also feel free to leave a comment. I so enjoy seeing your suggestions of where I might go to help to alleviate some of these challenges that I'm facing along the way. So any kind of feedback that you can give me would be really helpful. So until the next time, bye.